I'm Emily, 24F, and I grew up with a stepsister, Vanessa, 28F, who made my life a living hell. For as long as I can remember, she's been the golden child, the one who could do no wrong. Meanwhile, I was the afterthought, the one who had to be understanding and mature while she got away with everything. My father remarried when I was 10, and Vanessa, who was 14 at the time, walked into our lives like she owned the place. It didn't take long for the favoritism to start. My stepmother treated Vanessa like she was royalty. Every time she wanted something, she got it. If I wanted something, suddenly there were financial concerns or more important priorities. And my father? He just let it happen. He wasn't a bad dad, but he was passive, always trying to avoid conflict. He'd tell me to be the bigger person whenever Vanessa did something cruel. That was the pattern. Vanessa caused problems, I had to deal with it. It started small, taking my clothes without asking, borrowing my things and never returning them, making little comments about my weight or how I wasn't as stylish as her. But over time, it escalated. If I liked a boy in school, she made sure he liked her instead. If I had a group of friends, she'd insert herself and slowly turn them against me. By the time I realized what she was doing, the damage was done. One of the worst moments was when I landed a summer internship at a well-known company. It was a huge deal for me, something I worked hard for. But Vanessa, she accidentally messed with an important email, deleted it, actually, which meant I never saw the deadline for paperwork. By the time I found out, it was too late. When I confronted her, she acted shocked. "Oh, I thought you already took care of it. I was just trying to help." Of course, my dad and stepmother believed her. It was just a mistake, Emily. Don't overreact. That was her game. She never outright did anything cruel in a way that could be proven. It was always misunderstandings, accidents, or things twisted just enough to make me look like the problem. When it came time for college, I had my heart set on a school out of state. I got in, had everything lined up. But Vanessa, of course, had an opinion. She convinced my parents it was too far and too expensive. They agreed, saying it would be better if I stayed closer to home. Meanwhile, when she applied to schools, no issue. They helped her with tuition, bought her a car, and sent her off with zero hesitation. When I brought it up, my father just said, "It's different, Emily. We're in a different financial situation now." Sure. I swallowed my resentment. I kept my head down, went to a local college, and figured if I just worked hard enough, I could make something of myself despite everything. But Vanessa made sure I never forgot my place. She dropped passive-aggressive comments about how small town my school was or how she couldn't imagine settling for something less than her dream school. Then there was the engagement party. The final straw. I've been with my fiancé, Jake, for 3 years. He's amazing, supportive, and unlike the guys from high school, he saw right through Vanessa from the start. When we got engaged, my family was surprisingly supportive. I actually started to think maybe, just maybe, this was my moment, my chance to have something good without Vanessa ruining it. I was wrong. The night of the engagement party, Vanessa showed up in a white dress, a full-length, lace-covered, practically bridal gown, and she made sure to be the center of attention. She clinked her glass dramatically during the toast to tell a funny story about me from childhood, one that made me sound like a complete idiot. She flirted with Jake's best man, made sure to pull my parents aside for an important talk, and somehow, by the end of the night, half the guests were talking about her instead of my engagement. Jake saw how angry I was. "Are you seriously going to let her get away with this?" he asked. And for the first time, I didn't have an answer, because the truth was, I always let her get away with it. My whole life, I had let her win. That night, I decided I was done. No more sitting back while she walked all over me.